Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Day 2 of filming for the 9th Lineal Justin and Tyler Movie Awards. And what would the Justin and Tyler Movie Awards be without our wonderful donut accompaniment? That's for you, Andrew, and for us, but also partly for you. So, day 2, and it's the most important, I would say, awards that we give all year, which is the top 30 best movies of 2022. But first, we take the spotlight and we turn it around and we shine it on you. All year long, I collect votes and support from people who watch the movie awards, watch stuff that I do, watch stuff that we have done, friends of ours, groups that I'm in, all kinds of stuff. I just collect information from all over the place. Again, people that I know, and we try to establish what are your choices for the best movie of 2022, best movies, I should say, of 2022. And the way that it kind of played out this year, there's a pretty solid top 10. And then there's, like most years, there's a very solid contingent of honorable mentions, I guess, stuff that's just barely been mentioned. But if it's in the conversation, I think it kind of deserves to be talked about here. So what we're going to be doing for this is we'll be talking about basically the 3 different tiers of honorable mentions and doing the top 10. Tyler's component in this is interesting because he's getting this for the very first time. So he doesn't have any of this information. So he's kind of reacting to it on the spot in terms of, like, can I see this actually being somebody's favorite movie of the year or somebody's objectively best movie of the year? And a new component, a new wrinkle this year, he's going to try to call the top 5 fans' choice in order, which is a tall task, but this man is up for it.
I'm going to go 5 for 5.
There you go. 5 for 5 and in the right spot.
Edit this part out if I'm wrong.
Exactly. There you go. So the way we're going to score Tyler on this is he's going to get a point for a movie that he correctly picks that's in the top 5, and an additional point if he gets it in the right spot overall. But before we start, he's going to predict his top 5 in order. I'm going to write it down here on the cover of my super duper top secrets notes. So they're going to be right here, and we will go back to them when we get to the actual top 5. So Tyler, the floor is yours on predicting the top 5 fans' choice.
So for number 5, we're going to go a little wild. Because I actually don't know how to judge the reception on this one. But I'm going to go on a limb, and I'm probably going to be so wrong, but I'm going to go number 5 is Terrifier 2.
Okay.
I'm probably going to be wrong. Because, I know that it was, well received and stuff amongst, the horror fans, but then also it's, it made a lot of money. But at the same time, a lot of money to that movie is 12 million or something.
Right. Fair enough.
It's not like it's Avatar that everyone saw.
Right.
Number 4 is Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Okay.
Number 3 is Avatar: The Way of Water.
Alrighty.
Number 2 is Top Gun: Maverick.
Alrighty.
And number 1 is The Batman.
Alright.
Let's see how wrong I am.
So once again, Tyler's predicted top 5 from 5 to 1 is Terrifier 2, Everything Everywhere All at Once, Avatar: The Way of Water, Top Gun: Maverick, and The Batman. I flip over here, and let's get into it. The fans' choice best movies of 2022. So before we get going on what the actual top 10 is, there's honorable mentions. There's been a lot of movies that have been mentioned in these terms, like maybe only mentioned a few times, got a little smattering of support. So we're going to do a little rapid fire through the honorable mentions and just kind of get Tyler's like snap neck reactions on those ones. So each one of these movies in what I would call the third tier of honorable mentions only received about 0.5% worth of the overall support this year in terms of the best movies.
I'm happy for everyone.
Yeah.
Like, if you love a movie, this is like, I said this in other years, but I'm kind of a dick in the video, but it's as a joke.
Exactly.
Right? Like, I'm happy that anybody loves a movie ever. I'm not gatekeeping your enjoyment. It's just fun to react.
Yeah. Turning Red.
Sure, Pixar.
The Northman.
Yeah.
Metal Lords. You know who that is.
Oh, Lord.
Sonic 2.
Yeah.
Jackass Forever.
Okay, yeah, cool.
This is one that surprised me that it was here. Thor Love and Thunder.
You were surprised?
I was surprised that it wasn't higher.
Oh.
That it didn't have more support than...
Yeah, people didn't love it.
Yeah. Greatest Beer Run Ever.
Oh, I know of that. Sure. I don't know.
That was one that I had to look up. I'm like, is that a movie that exists?
I've heard of it, I don't know anything about it.
After Sun.
Oh, yeah.
Same deal. One that I had to look up.
I think it's like an A24.
Oh, is it? Oh, there you go. Where the Crawdads Sing.
Apparently everyone loves the book, according to... So.
Yeah, fair enough. It's like, it feels like everyone has read that book.
Okay.
Puss in Boots.
Is there like a massive audience for this?
I don't know. I think it's people that are our age who have kids now who have an affinity for like the Shrek movies where that character first came in.
Yeah.
And then it spun off, and then they're like, it was the Shrek movies, wasn't it? The Puss in Boots came in? I thought so.
I don't know. I didn't watch Shrek.
Black Adam.
Yeah.
DC League of Super Pets.
Yeah. All superhero stuff all the time.
The Bad Guys.
Oh yeah, that animated one.
Really popular kids book series.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rosaline, which is apparently like Romeo and Juliet told from the perspective of Romeo's ex-girlfriend. Which I think is really interesting.
That actually sounds pretty good.
It sounds an interesting concept.
Where were you earlier, people who voted for this? Exactly. I would have maybe watched this one.
Minions Rise of Gru, which it feels like it released 2 years ago, but technically didn't.
It was on like a movie draft that we were doing.
Yeah, 2020, I think. Firestarter. We've had our conversations about Firestarter.
Who are you? Where are you?
What other movies did you actually see this year? 3,000 Years of Longing.
Yeah, okay.
Blonde.
You sat... Really? That movie's so long! and doesn't deserve it. Anyway, okay, sure, whatever. You love Marilyn Monroe, maybe?
The next two you're absolutely gonna love. Big Bug and The Bubble.
Big Poop! In case you guys didn't see it, both of those were my worst movies of the year. So who's right? I don't know. Maybe the one with on camera.
Take that, fans. Jeez.
Watch, the people who voted for that actually have bigger YouTube channels or something.
Exactly. One of them was like Jeremy Jan's. Spiderhead.
I cannot see that being like the best movie of the year, honestly. And it's not even that it's a bad movie.
And then same deal with the 355, which came out like right at the beginning of the year. It was like a January movie. It was like the big January
It looked cool. It wasn't.
Yeah.
It was like wild.
See How They Run, which I mentioned, Sam Rockwell and Saoirse.
But I still can't see that being like the best movie of the year.
Being someone's best. And the last two in this tier is Kimi.
Oh yeah, yeah, sure. Okay.
And then Weird, the Ali Yankovic story.
I can totally see people loving like a Weird Al movie.
Yeah. All right, we move on to the second tier of honorable mentions. This had double the support of the first. You're looking at about 1.2%.
Yeah.
Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio.
Guillermo.
Papa Guillermo. The Lost City.
All right. Best movie of the year. Certainly a fun ride.
Yep, absolutely. Good Luck to You, Leo Grand.
That was a good movie, but best movie. It's a little strange to me, but, again, good for you.
Strange World, the Disney movie that got all the controversy.
Man, I wanna buy you a beer, whoever these people are, because like I respect that choice so much, because you're like, nah, screw it.
Yeah.
I'm in. I don't care that it made no money, reception was bad, and everything else. I'm in.
Pray for the Devil.
I've heard of that, but I don't know anything about it.
The trailer for that looked really good.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Men.
Yeah, because you were artsy fartsy.
Speaking of artsy fartsy, Bones and All. Artsy vampire movie.
Yeah. Cannibal.
And then, sure, not a vampire movie, cannibal movie. And then Blues Big City Adventure. A Blues Clues movie.
We got the real number one.
We represent a Blues Clues movie in a People's Choice 2022.
I have no love for Blues Clues, but I'm warring this.
But I respect you.
I respect that.
And then the top tier of honorable mentions. These are ones that just missed hitting the top 10. Just under 2%. Decision to Leave.
Yeah, I mean, that's gonna be like the popular, like, foreign, cool, artsy pick.
Yeah.
Or at least one of. Which, deserving.
Yeah. Fablemans.
Yeah, I mean, anytime he releases a movie.
Pretty much.
Right?
The Black Phone.
Okay.
So I got, like, more than a little support, right? Like, that had, like, multiple people being like, yeah.
People love that stuff, and I thought it was, like, fine.
Yeah.
Although it did win an award from me.
True.
Best cinematic beatdown.
Nope.
Nope. I can though, because it's Jordan Peele.
Of course.
Right? And people like that movie.
Black Panther, Wakanda Forever.
Yeah. Superhero.
Bullet Train.
Yeah, buddy.
Barbarian.
I'm actually seeing quite a bit of love for Bullet Train. A Barbarian, I can see that too.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm seeing love for Bullet Train, and it makes my heart happy because it's because it's David Leitch, right?
It seems like the trailer was super cool, and then it came out, and I could be wrong on this, but I don't think critical reception was like fantastic.
I don't think so.
I think it was fine, but it seems like it's like a people's champ.
Right. And Amsterdam just fell off the tail end.
Yeah, I guess I can see it being the best movie.
I can see it being somebody's, like, I love this cast and I didn't get bogged down in how long it was or the fact that nothing interesting happens. No, I shouldn't say nothing.
Or they like Taylor Swift because she's in it.
That's true.
And they're just like, ooh, Taylor T Swift.
And maybe we just need to calm down. All right.
Hey, who's going? Hey.
Here we go, folks. Here is your top 10. And once again, there is a solid top 5.
Okay.
There's a couple of ties in 6 to 10.
Okay.
Number 10, outright, in terms of people's choice, at 2.4%, is Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
Superhero,
multiverse is hot right now.
The best Marvel movie of the year. Yeah.
According to the people.
I would say. I'm just trying to think. I'm not missing one, am I?
Not of the big ones, no.
Yeah.
Was there something aside from like the Christmas special, I guess, for Guardians and whatever. But in terms of the big ones, that's the big 3. In a tie for 8th with 3% apiece is Prey and Avatar: The Way of Water. So that's an X on.
Yeah. Wow, wow.
Yeah, didn't get the love that you thought it would. So that's an X on Avatar 2.
Your audience sucks. No, it's just different because, like, man, it's love everywhere that I've gone, like, on the internet. I know that there's, like, a certain type of person that actually goes on websites and rates things, like IMDb and stuff.
Right.
So there's... But it was, like, 4.6 out of 5 on Rotten Tomatoes or something. IMDb was, like, I think, 7.9 or something.
Right.
Alright, well, good for you. And Prey doesn't surprise me at all because I knew when that movie came out, I saw the reception, I knew that it would be high.
Yeah. Yeah, people were very, very high on that movie. In a tie for 6th, with 3.5% apiece, Glass Onion, A Knives Out Mystery.
Yeah, okay.
And I have to include the subtitle because it makes Ryan Johnson mad.
Yeah, no, I saw that.
It's so silly.
I didn't read the article, but I read the headline. I was like, seriously, dude? Is it really that big of a deal?
So basically, don't get Ryan Johnson to direct your sequels.
Yeah.
Because he gets mad at them. And The Banshees of Inisherin.
Man. Alright. Okay, cool.
Were you... Well, I mean, I guess you weren't expecting that to be higher.
It was one that I
five,
considered doing top 5, but I'm glad I didn't.
Top 5 times. Speaking of...
I'm gonna do awful. I can tell.
Number 5,
Give me
with
one.
4.1% of support, is Elvis.
Man, I didn't give that movie nearly enough credit.
No, I guess not.
Holy.
So we're gonna X out number 5. We've also X'd out number 3.
You guys failed Terrifier 2. You should be ashamed of yourself.
You never know.
That was the little movie that could.
It could be higher. You never know.
Right.
Let's see.
Edit that part.
Edit that.
No, I'm just,
Edit that out.
No, I'm just kidding. Keep it. In all my failing glory.
Number 4, with 5.9% of support. And this is the one that was the shock to me.
Yeah, so it's not in my top 5.
Triple R. Look at all that support for Indian cinema.
Yeah. Good job.
5.9%.
I'm okay with being wrong there.
Right. Fair enough. So we X out number 4.
Man, it's hard to judge what
4.
people are gonna think. Because I know that movie is beloved this year.
Right.
Like, I know it is. But, man, okay, cool.
Number 3, with 8.8% of support. So now you see where they're the stuff at the top's kind of breaking off. With 8.8%, The Batman.
Move down.
So you didn't get it in the right spot, but you did get the movie correct. So there's your first point. You're on the board.
Is number 1.
Number 2, with 13.5%, falling just short of the number 1 movie that has 14.1. So that's very, very close. 13.5%. Number 2 is Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of right. But
which means you got that correct,
Oh,
and
yeah.
you put it at number 2.
Yeah!
So there's 3 points for Tyler, because he got number 2 correct, the movie and the placement, and got Batman in the top 5.
At least I got 1, completely right.
You did.
Like, the way I write it down in, my data for our movie awards, I'm technically, 1 for 4 right now.
Right. And number 1, with 14.1% of the vote, is Everything Everywhere All at Once.
I underrated just how much people love that, and
Right.
you kind of foreshadowed it in a way, maybe unintentionally, by being for that being your I don't get it. I never would have put 2 and 2 together on that, and I'm not saying you did it intentionally.
No.
But you totally did.
Foreshadow it a little bit.
A little bit, because you're that's your I don't get it. So, I didn't know. I obviously knew it was top 5.
Yeah. So there it was. Once again, your People's Choice top 5. Elvis, Triple R, The Batman, Top Gun Maverick, and Everything Everywhere All at Once.
I mean, I didn't see Elvis, but you know what? I like your top 5.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Your top 5. is sufficient.
I want to take a moment.
Terrifier 2.
That's true. I want to take a moment too and thank everybody because we had more input on this year than we have had in any other year that we've done this.
Awesome.
By like 1.6 times or something the amount of feedback with this as we've had in previous years. So I want to sincerely thank everybody. If at any point I ask the question, what's your favorite movie of 2022 so far? What you talked about is taken into consideration in this. I thank you very much for your input and look forward to doing this again next year. As we complete the fans' choice, there's only one place left to go. The top 30 best movies of 2022. But before that, we have the latest inductees into the Justin and Tyler Movie Awards Hall of Fame, and we present them to you now.
It would have taken something phenomenal. It would have taken a Harmony Korine movie to knock this out #1.
Right.
My boy Harmony Korine coming in with arguably the best movie he's ever made, which would also make it arguably my favorite movie. Harmony Korine for The Beach Bum.
Color be shot.
He doesn't get as much credit as he deserves.
Right.
People don't know this, but he's my favorite director. I'm a fanboy. I actually consider Harmony Korine one of the most unique directors I've ever seen. I'm not even kidding when I say any other year, except for maybe if Harmony Korine releases a movie. I may regret all of this once it's said. However,
Absolutely.
number 3, with love, is The Beach Bum.
Watch this, Lise. You can actually pinpoint the second when his heart rips in half. And now.
He predicted off camera that The Beach Bum, and I swear I did not change this after you predicted it.
Wow, no, I believe you. 'Cause I know you have
your
integrity.
credit.
You don't know the pain that this man is currently going through.
I know, it's sad.
Right down in his plums.
I wanted so bad to give Korine #1. It probably would have been #1 had I not rewatched it. Because I'm a big Korine nut hugger.
That took a lot of courage. It did, honestly. And I could be a jerk to make him wrong in what he predicted for my #1. But with the integrity that this man just showed on camera, I could never do that to him.
Da-na-na!